Warning. The following program may contain strong language as well as adult or controversial themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, welcome to Around the Grid Weekly. I am your host, Zack Aiku. And with us, again, we have Katheryn. Hi, Katheryn.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome back. And we have a very full show today, so how about we jump right into the news? So the biggest news of the week, and I bet you know this one, Katheryn. Philip Rosedale is back to Second Life.
Hubba.
Apparently, Hi-Fi, his company, has purchased Linden Lab, and so he is back in the fold. And he returned as a he is welcome. He's now back as a strategic advisor for Second Life. Let's see what strategies he brings in. Now, there's been a lot of talk on the news and a lot of talk everywhere. Apparently, Second Life's own LabGab are going to also bring some additional info, an interview and everything. I did notice an interview on New World Notes as well. On New World Notes between Philip Rosedale and Wagner James. I heard a little bit of it. It's a long interview. I'll leave a link on the description for that. But it did sound like it was a really good one as well. And well, I'm excited to see what he brings to the fold. What do you think?
You know, it's just funny because I came into SL when he would I remember the days when I would go to like live entertainers, and I remember at one point he was actually singing. I went to a thing where he was singing, and he's surrounded by all these female Abbies, and at one point I was like, this it was so new to me. And I ended up like standing up at one point and like leaving the area or trying to leave. And I remember him saying something like, "Hey, Katheryn." I'm like, oh shoot. I was trying to be discreet. No. And so for me, it's like I still remember the days when, and I'm sure there are still many in Abby who crush after dear Philip. So that's why I was joking about the hubba because it's like he's back. Like, oh, okay, bring it.
Well, I hope he brings a lot to the table. Now, on other Linden Lab news as well, this is just basic news. Oh, cool, our Second Life is barely readable because it's nighttime. But on other Linden Lab news, or Second Life news at least, there was an update to the simulator. They are updating script performance. I hope that is not what has caused also an issue with logins during yesterday and today quite a bit. I actually had quite a bit of trouble last night and this morning and beginning of afternoon to get into Second Life. It was a bit of a mess.
I didn't, but you know what? I had some odd rezzing issues today. Because as you know, the viral voice dun 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 is still going on. And they did their today was episode 5 of 7 episodes. And so I was there, I got there at 11, tried to sit down, nothing was rezzing for me, even though I was getting like 30 frames a second, 35 frames, almost 40. And I was like, why is nothing resing for me? But I'm like, my frame rate is like insane. So I was a little concerned about that.
Yeah, yesterday,
Um,
I mean, I was doing some late night exploring yesterday, and all of a sudden, I TP back home and nothing reses. I'm a Cheeto dust cloud, as Creamy likes to call it, and nothing around me reses, and I don't res. And I switch to the standard avatar, standard mill avatar, nothing. I mean, I'm at a place that is lag free, and nothing is doing anything. I clear cache, nothing. I reinstalled the viewer and nothing. It was a mess until I did the one thing that everyone and me, considering that I have been working with computers ever since I was 4 years old, should have done immediately, which is
reboot.
after all that, then I rebooted and it worked, and then I just wanted to slap myself.
Oh, you know, that's well, as you know, my just before we came on, I was having voice issues. I noticed my voice was full on red, and normally the only way to fix that is to literally reboot.
Yeah, it is really really strange, but well, it's now working and good. But as I was saying, so they are doing updates on their engineering team is updating the script's performance. So let's hope we start seeing some improvements soon, because it's one of those things. Whenever you have more and more scripts, it just gets laggier and laggier. I hope it stops being a very big issue. Also, this is not something that I'm not entirely sure if it is something that you would understand much, but they are actually improving their SSL support, so security support, and removing old protocols that are obsolete and old obsolete ciphers to improve the security on everything. That is good actually. Well, let's hope they continue doing good work and improve on everything. Now
Yep.
for
I mean, it's getting exciting because I see kind of a turn for the positives. Um, Granted, SL is if they're going to have to do some major statistics
mm-hmm.
and evaluation of market share, because SL is a very unique place, but it has very committed people.
Yeah,
I know people who've been here 13 years, 10 years, 11 years. There's a huge audience.
yeah. I am almost reaching my 18 years around SL, so yes, it is something that it
So
has a lot of
and
people.
they have special needs. Everybody has their own special needs. Like you excel in machinima and uh, you explore. You do all these different things. There's so many niches within SL, and so as much as I think a metaverse is kind of an exciting concept, I don't know if Facebook can handle that.
It's not only that, and I told you that last time I had a little bit of a rant. I saved it for this time, and yeah, it's the whole thing. I mean, it's not. It's specifically considering it's Facebook and all of these other companies. They are going
Yes.
to go with a lot of the commercial side of it. They want to make money out of it as much as possible. Second Life has always worked a bit as an open source kind of thing more.
Hmm.
Brands have no big place around here. Whenever they try to come in, they get booted out by the community because the community is uh, is who makes the law mostly. And with those metaverses, it's not going to be like that. Facebook is going to make the law, and they're going to ban and restrict as much as possible, and then sell the information of their users, of course. The gaming ones, so Nvidia and all of those that were also planning on doing metaverse, they're going to focus on the games and on the gaming community. It's going to be completely different. It
It's
wouldn't
so
have the
many
reach we
competing
have here.
universes. It's not going to be. That's what I think. It's like they call it metaverse, but it's not really meta
No.
because they can't ever address all the needs for all the users. It would be they'd be too scattered and they could never get anything consistent on paper
Yeah.
to It's just not viable.
And it is not viable for them either if they want to achieve, because they then want to achieve the whole thing of being able to have it in VR, which means it has to have certain standards in terms of speeds and everything for it to be achievable. It is not possible if they give the liberties and the freedom that we have in Second Life. The whole thing of building, that's why Sensar was not like that. Building on the spot at that precise moment, that's not a thing that can be done. Sensar was never like that. VR chat is not like that. You have to the worlds are built, and only then people can go in, because it's not a thing that is really a big possibility. You're changing the world at that precise moment with things that may be too complex for the system to res and manage properly at that point in time. The good old unoptimized rant that people go on about Second Life. Well, that's the freedom that was given.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting. We're hitting a new exciting time.
It is. It is. I look forward to see what they manage to do.
Yeah.
Now I have quite a few entertainment news. First of all, and this really got me excited, I found that the sci-fi cyberpunk detective miniseries Digital Reign 2021 has been released. The first 6 episodes. It's an 8 episodes miniseries, and I actually had a short talk with one of the people producing this. That was MacGyver. And there was the main star as well. I'm trying to open the site here. Yeah. So I talked to the main star, MacGyver. Let me check his first name again. MacGyver Mode. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. And they're doing it's an incredible thing, actually. The first episode is actually a shorter one, but then the remaining ones are bigger. So the first episode is like 15 minutes, something like that. It's supposed to be 8 episodes. They did not only that, they did 2 trailers for the whole thing, and the music video as well, which is on YouTube, and I will leave the links for those, as well as a lot of promotional information. And this is something that I found really, really fun. They released also a comic book issue with part of the story on their website, which I will also leave the website here on the link on the description. It is a lot of work and a lot of things there. It is really well done. And as I said, I spoke a bit with MacGyver Mode, and I will have an interview with him and his partner, Matt Alsworth, I believe, which will be posted on our channel at a later point during the next couple of weeks. We'll talk about the movie Digital Reign 2021, or the miniseries. And this is the stuff that I told you before that I really love to see, is this kind of stuff. It is exciting to see more people doing stuff like this. But yes, it's a Blade Runner kind of story, as it is very, very, very common seeing around. But yes, it is. It does look very, very good. I've watched the first episode and a part of the second, and it is very good. Cinematography, sound, everything is done very well. So yeah, I look forward to having that interview with them.
It sounds good.
It is exciting. Now, also, on other news, there is a new electronic music project in Second Life, a new group called the Euphoria Technotronica. That was created by David Venter. He's a DJ. And so he's looking to grow a group more focused on electronic music, electronica, minimal house, techno and other subgenres like that. And I look forward to see what they make of it. It's always fun to see new groups on the arts popping up and trying to gather more people to do events like this. I remember a while ago there was a guy I worked with. I did a couple of DJ sets for him as well. He was doing a whole kind of, it's not Wonderland. What's the name of that electronic festival in the usually around the Netherlands or Belgium? Tomorrowland. He was doing a kind of Tomorrowland thing every month. He would throw the sim. He would do it for like a week, I think, with multiple DJs, and he would just build the sim according to a specific theme and do a whole Tomorrowland kind of thing. And it was amazing, really, really incredible. I don't know what happened to that thing. I guess it didn't have enough traction, but it was really, really good. Okay, I do have one thing here. I can't remember. I gotta check if I placed it on the folder to have all of that information. I only now noticed, because there are additional news, and I would like to have the poster here as well. Let me just check. No, but I'll put it there in a second. Just very quickly. And I hope it will load as it should. Because you gave me those news.
I did.
I want to. You did. You did. There's a couple of things. Things.
I'm all over the place.
And if I have, I will.
Miracle! I remember
pull
half
it.
my stuff.
Well, if I have, I'll pull it. I'll try to pull it on the screen in a kind of a quick way. But first, let me just finish these others as well. There's another thing. The Fédération Virtuelle de l'Automobile, the virtual federation of the automobile, is now preparing for this weekend, I believe, for the third season of Grand Prix 1, Grand Prix 2, and the second season of the GT Super Series.
Ooh.
So for all of you car addicts, there's more racing coming up on Second Life. I didn't even know there was this kind of competitor. I knew about NASCAR. I didn't know GP1, GP2, and GT were a thing. But apparently it is. It is huge. It's been around for a couple of years, and they're going for the third season of it. I really look forward to see how it goes. That is actually amazing, fantastic news. Now let me try and pull these. Here. Come on. There's one. I'm going to put them together because this will be on the 6th item. Don't do this to me. Come on.
I think there's even a whole community that does drift racing.
Yeah, and I know there are communities of NASCAR as well. Quite a few of them. I've seen them around. So I know NASCAR is also a thing. But this is a different kind of thing. I actually have a friend here at that usually is here at Qian, who would probably be interested in this because she really loves the whole racing stuff. She's always talking about the real life one. So this would probably be interesting. And in more news, we have two things. First, Drama Libre has How to Train Your Dragon on Saturday, January 22nd. Wait, that is today.
Yes, it's today.
You're gonna be doing a Drama Libre for How to Train Your Dragon today, then?
I am doing a live stream at 8 p.m. So
okay, Don't forget to go and check on Kat's live stream because it will be awesome. And of course, celebrating 12 amazing years on Second Life is Muddy's Music Cafe. That is a long time for a club to be open on Second Life.
Yeah, yeah. And once a year, every year, what they do is they go back to their roots and bring back the old club, and we all hang out in the old club and dance the weekend away and reminisce. Now, the funniest part is, they have um, Bridget Hamill, who owns the club, is really awesome, and I host there, as you may know. I do an 8 to 10 a.m. hosting. They created very special custom T-shirts for this event. They have a 4 T-shirt fat pack that's going for one Linden, one little itty bitty Linden. So, and these are collector items that literally have a custom design dedicated honoring the 12th anniversary of Muddy's Music Cafe.
Okay, great. So happy birthday not only to Muddy's Music Cafe, but of course to Muddy, who is usually standing there in front of the stage. I do remember that.
He does. He's such a loyal pup, and he doesn't make any noise. He's
exactly.
really well behaved.
It's been a while. I do remember last year's. Actually, I was still DJing around there, and it was a fun event.
It is. They did live entertainment last year. This year they're not doing live, but we have had, of course, as usual, our DJs are doing their bit, and they're playing a nice variety of music, plus incorporating some fun birthday tunage.
So you still have time. You can go over to Muddy's Music Cafe and enjoy the 12th anniversary. So 21st, 22nd, 23rd, yesterday, today, tomorrow. That is it for the news, actually, for now. Which is already quite a bit. That is a lot of news to process.
No joke.
What is also a lot to process is how many events. January is not usually a time when events have a lot of stuff, but there were some surprises, actually. So I can show you a few things. Let's go and have a look at what happened to my gosh darn wallet. Good thing this 2 week times from January 17th to February 11th actually. Man Cave is up and about. So there is stuff for us men. And we started with junk foods and beer hats.
I actually bought a real life hat just like that for my brother.
I hope for cans, because I think holding...
It was for it was cans. It was not the bottled version. It was the can version. And there used to be this store at the Beverly Center that was all dedicated to hats, and they had joke hats and stuff. That's where I got that hat from.
Because honestly, I'm looking at this. It's very well done, these beer hats from Junk Food. They are 299 Linden. But looking at it on real life, they would probably not hold very well. That appears to be a strap with some tinfoil there that is just holding the bottles against a hard hat. That's probably not going to hold very well.
Not if they're full.
Beer bottles can be very heavy. Unless they're what in Portugal we call a mini, which is really as just a small 20 centiliter one. It's not going to do well. But yes, that's beer hats from Junk Food, $2.99. Now also Mad P. I love Mad P stuff. They do such great stuff. A fully functional curling game for 2 players.
Ooh.
A curling table. This is 599 Linden. And that's the thing about Mad P. They always have these functional games that look great. They may take a little bit of space, but they are real fun. So if you want to play some curling with your friends, a game that I still have a firm belief that was invented by janitors while they were very, very bored. There you
Yeah,
go.
on wax floor. On a
Yeah,
wax floor,
exactly.
obviously.
It does look like it. It's what do we do? Here's our buckets. How do you put the buckets back in the in the cabinet? Just throw them and we'll wax the floor in front of it. And
I mean, it
find
makes sense. You know,
yeah.
you use your little mop, and the mop still shines up the floor, so it keeps it extra slippery. So it works.
And then call it a
It's like
competition.
it's like socks. It's like socks and wax. You know, it's
Yes.
like an ice rink in your kitchen. You know, the ultimate ice rink in your kitchen with no ice.
Finally, from ISO Darling, there's a picture wallet for 399 Linden. So you can put your pictures on the wallet that you can then hold and showcase to your friends and family and whoever you want, with all the pictures of anything you want. Just fill it with pictures of your pets. Noelle found this one and she just told me, no, you got to show this one. This is different and it's fun. So that was it for Man Cave. Now, apart from Man Cave, we have K9, Custom 9.
Woof woof. Sorry, couldn't resist.
From January 15th to February 10th. And there was also quite a few fun things that came at Custom 9. First, Amitomo has the Lumiere set. I am still unsure if any of those things are gachas or not. I don't think so. I think they all have different packs for each of them. In any case, the set is 259 Linden for whichever is the cheapest thing, and then 5,699 Linden for the fat pack, which is a doozy. That is quite a bit, but it looks really, really very good. So it's the hair.
I like the coat. I do like the coat. I'm having an issue with the top not being much of the top.
Yeah. The top could be a little bit longer. The coat is very cute.
Yes, it is.
And if you have the look for it, the hair could also match very well, which is also available. But it's a pity that they don't have an option with a little bit of a longer top. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have a warm coat. Why do you have to be cold anyway?
That's my thinking too. I mean, is it winter or isn't it winter? And what are you saying, that certain parts of your body are supposed to feel the winter? I don't know. There's just
it's winter.
I'm getting mixed messages. I'm getting mixed messages from this outfit.
It's winter, but as a friend of mine used to say, vanity warms you up.
No, I can tell you that's kind of a lie.
That is what she always used to tell me whenever I turned to her and, do you need a coat? Do you want me to borrow you No, vanity warms you up. No, it doesn't. What are you talking about?
No, vanity never warms. The only time vanity warms you up is when you're trying to get a date.
That's probably it.
Other times, it's not worth a lick.
Now, also at Custom 9, Enchanté has the Cassia boots. These are some really big platforms. Noelle picked these ones. She loves those things with the whole trinkets and all of that stuff. They're interesting. They come in multiple colors, also with chains and no chains, all of that. It's definitely different. More for that cutesy look, I think.
Mm-hmm. These feel very kawaii to me.
Yes, they do feel very kawaii. They're 249 Linden for a single color, 899 Linden for the fat pack. And finally, also at Custom 9, Heike has the That's All building set. Not only the building, but also the content of the building inside. This is available for 219 Linden for the smallest thing. I believe that's probably that plant over there. And 2,399 Linden for the fat pack. That's actually a very nice looking building. And I haven't looked inside, but it looks like it is. If it is layered properly with the with stairs and everything, that could be very, very good. Because I notice a lot of these buildings, they build them all up and all that, and then they don't put the actual levels for it, which looks kind of weird. I noticed that, for example, with the Linden homes, the first Linden homes, I had one on the Asian sim. The house was incredibly high. It was basically 2 floors, but it was a box inside, nothing else. So basically, I built a floor and some stairs, and I ended up with 2 floors. Because it's really not the best use of space. But yes, that's high K. That's all. And that is what we have for Custom 9, January 15th to February 10th. Now let's try to go and breeze through these. We have Access as well. Access started on January 12th and ends on February 8th. And what does Access have? First, Chez Moi has the Tufty Time bedroom. That's a fun name. The Tufty Time bedroom comes for 680 Linden or 1,000 Linden. I'm assuming 680 for a PG version, 1,000 for an adult version. I like that blanket, rug, whatever it is on top of it.
It looks like a nice quilt.
Yeah,
Really
a nice
nice
quilt with the little fringes. It's cute. Then we have a Fendoudou with Encounter in Winter, going from 350 Linden to 1488 Linden for the full pack. That's dress, shoes, and bag. And also in a very kawaii style. With the little bunny on top of the hoodie and everything. And finally, from Moncada Paris, we have Redman. Set of shades for 450 Linden or 499 Linden. I'm assuming if you have group or not. I just thought these looked very classy, and we usually don't put eyewear around because it's very iffy the eyewear in Second Life. There's really good stuff, and then there's stuff that's really not the best. But these really caught my attention a bit. That is Access from January 12th to February 8th. Now we have Shiny Shabby. Started January 20th and ends on February 15th. Now Shiny Shabby had also the Shabby handbag. Honestly, what I thought about this isn't the prettiest handbag ever, but it's very detailed. It's very intricate. So if you want to have I actually think Nina has a look, has a dress and everything that she got like a 1920s look that would go very well with a bag like this, for example. But the Shabby handbag from boutique number 187 goes for 259 Linden. And of course with multiple poses. Then we have, I would call this cake, but apparently these are puffy fluffy pancakes. I don't know who decided these are pancakes. These look like cake.
These are I think these are special Japanese pancakes. I actually saw them do them in BuzzFeed. Somebody created them in BuzzFeed. It's like a special recipe that is done with egg whites. It keeps them extra fluffy.
Yeah, that's what I do for pound cake. For very fluffy pound
I've
cake.
seen them there, and you should see they even kind of like jiggle a little bit, almost like jello. It's kind of cool.
Anyway, this is Cat Noodle with the puffy fluffy pancakes for 275 Linden. They're very intricate, very detailed, actually.
That explains that Cat Noodle does.
Yeah, it's always the Asian inspired stuff. One of these days, I'm gonna trick them into doing stuff that is not Asian. Just to see other types of food as well. And finally, Chocolat Atelier has the Faustina. You may think it's the hair, but it's not. It's the little scarf with the balls, with the little fluffy balls hanging from there. I just thought that was very cute, and it's very in season. It's 129 Linden or 599 for the fat pack. It looks very comfy, very nice and warm. So I had to pick this one.
Very cool.
And finally, our last one, Equal 10. Equal 10 brought us, well, first of all, Equal 10 is around from January 10th to February 5th, and they brought us the Miss Chelsea, an outfit which I gotta admit, one of the main reasons I picked was I love stuff with berets, and this just looked very nice with the beret and the just the little cuts and all of that. It's not one of those outfits that's just trying to show everything, but it still looks very nice. This comes from 250 Linden per item, or 27.50 for the Ultra Pack. Now, then we have the Forge with Anarchy, a set of masks, and a bat. This was picked by Noelle. Ooh. She just loves the stuff from the Forge.
They do great stuff. I got a free mask from the Forge once for a shop and hop, and I love that mask. It's great, kind of beautiful metal colors, and the detail on it is insane.
They always do stuff that is so detailed. It's absurd.
Yeah,
and this is no exception. So this stuff from the Forge
cool store
is that
too. If you ever go check it out,
it is.
Very
You should go and have a look.
Yeah, I have.
The Forge Anarchy is $5.99 Linden. And finally, because we haven't had any hairs on this collection so far, we have VCO hair. Not one of the biggest stores, but look at that hair. It's so cute. It's the Jishu hair for $4.99 Linden with multiple options and with multiple colors. And of course, because it's $4.99 Linden, it basically means that you get most likely all of the colors at once, which is not very common on hairs. So that was Equal 10. January 10th to February 5th. Look at that. We managed to breeze through our wallets just vanishing.
Your wallet vanished. My wallet is safe and secure.
Well, it's safe and secure, and we know why as well, because you have a knack for finding the good stuff that is being offered around Second Life. That's why we've created Cat's Corner. How about we have a look, Cat?
Welcome to Cat's Corner, and the first gift up we've got is Antelier Burgundy in lovely frames. Second gift up is some lovely cosmetics from Cazimi. And then Alterego brings us this awesome Midnight Mania with some lovely body art. And then, of course, Billionaire Motors never fails to please with his fabulous Range Rover. Then, of course, next is the fabulous Panache SL group, which is bringing us two gifties, a lovely cake, and as you can see, this amazing elm backdrop. Of course, Glitter brings us these very cool attire gifts. And then, of course, Havoc brings us wonderful accessories. Blush dares to bring us this cool pose and this amazing breather. And that's not it. I mean, you can still get amazing finds on the marketplace, like this amazing Crystal E-Body Reborn January gift. This fabulous accessory bag from Lisa, the ZK store called Lisa. Then these amazing fun avatars like Moshi, Christmas Elf Female. We've got Ryuji, Male Elf. Of course, Scary Avatar Mesh Teddy Bear. Squid Game Doll. Ooh. And last but not least, of course, the fabulous Rahitri. So, of course, go on, enjoy your adventures, and find lots and lots of freebies.
Wow, that was a
And
lot of mesh avatars as well. That's impressive.
yeah, yeah, I found some really good things. I was very lucky because there's always something in the midst that you can play with, and I was totally feeling the scary teddy bear avatar. I'm like feeling that. I'm like, "Argh," it's perfect.
uh,
So,
I do remember.
but
I actually have a teddy bear avatar. There's also, it's not a teddy bear. It's a killer rabbit that's also like kind of like that. But it's very fun every once in a while to wear it. But it's the old stuff, still not mesh and everything.
yeah, these several of these were already bento, so you know that
Hmm.
they're up to date, which is nice. Um, and all of course, the information is going to be on the video description,
Yes.
so watch for it because it's gonna be in there. And several of those gifts were no group needed. The first three gifts were no group needed, and then the following gifts were all free group and stuff like that. So you've got a lot of choices. Plus, I didn't want to not mention some great other finds that did not make it to the fabulous reel, like Cozy Fest. If you haven't hit Cozy Fest, make sure to check out the Narya Panther video because she shows every single gift in Cozy Fest. I am currently
Okay.
wearing the fabulous coat from Minte. I bought it, but it was only 50 Linden, and it's so cute. And I love this coat. It's nice and cozy. My hair is from Wasabi. It was also 50 Linden on a 50 Linden Friday. I was wearing my leggings, and I think my Venus boots were free.
Um,
So yeah, I'm always looking for stuff. So
that is a fantastic
keep your
fit
eyes
too.
open.
It looks very nice. It looks very very good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I'm layered up today.
And of
But there's
course,
also a
you got
great
the nice beret as well, which is always a must, as
yeah,
you said.
yeah, absolutely. And there's another great event that's opened up. It's called Galleria, and they have a really cool um gifty section where you it's at the landing point and it's all decor stuff. So
Oh,
for those of you who are into decorating your house and you want to decorate it for the holiday or whatever, go ahead and check it out because they had a really cool Christmas setup. They have an amazing setup for this round at Galleria. And I have a friend of mine at Alexi's Adventures who does a great video for it. So keep your eye out for Alexi's adventures and coverage of the Galleria on her channel.
awesome. Great stuff. Now, of course, Kat always knows where to get the best deals. And then we have our crazy shopper, our usual crazy shopper, Ariel, who, not so much, of course, it's a little bit more expensive, but let's see what you got. I also noticed before that our crazy shopping section was being muted of sound, so I added up our mics there. Now it should be working fine. Now what do we have from Ariel this time? We have this cute little bunny outfit. Um, it's a bunny outfit, but for some reason there's a little, I don't know if that's a tail or a garter, but anyway, this comes with the Soft Legacy white socks from Ducky, the fanny shorts and fanny hoodie from Lunar, the Moncherie um, nails for the hands, the Melanie rings from Vibing, it's a garter, the Love Garter from Lunar as well on the same pack. Then from Punch, there's a navel piercing in there. And so there's the Lalutka Avalon nose sets, also piercings. Evermore has the moon on the forehead, and then earrings from Himari. It has a collar apparently from Dirty Princess. The square glasses from Chizu, as she usually puts the glasses there. More stuff from Lalutka, the Lol Beep Boop, Bebop. That bunny plushie. That plushie is really really cute. From
Yes.
Dazed, unfortunately, it's a gacha. I hate those things. Sakura tattoo from Dappa. The it's the glitter. So stripper dust from Sinful, both for lower and upper body, and then sparkle makeup for the forehead and cheeks from Lovely Alien. All the things right there. So if you want, just pause the video, get your list, and you will see everything that is needed for that look. Wow, that is our whole shopping segment up and gone. But now I have a couple of things here, and let me just pull up, because there's two things. First of all, Noelle, I keep saying Noelle, but she changed her name again. Just keep not remembering what the new name is. She just changes her name all the time. It's one of those things. As actually a wish to come up. So let's check when you wish upon a Linden. It's a bit of a complaining and a wish. Apparently, while creating stuff, a lot of the stuff also for Cat Noodle, and not only, I also experience that every once in a while for clothes. Dragon, go away, don't attack us. There is a little bit of a complaint about vertex jittering on objects that are at rest. It doesn't happen apparently when you're holding an object, but it happens when it's at rest. And it's something that I actually saw, because she complained to me and she was asking if I knew any way to fix that. When she was making I think it was a set of cinnamon rolls that had that whole glaze on top of it, and the glaze was just it vanished and appeared on some points. It's a bit of a pain, as he says. It's usually not visible. You either see it immediately, or it's not happening for you, and then if you teleport out or log out and then come back, it may be happening. So it's not easy to find and to see. And of course, people who buy products like that, not only static products like that, or furniture or anything, but also clothes, will then complain that it's something doing that. Now, we have a feeling that it may be something that could be fixed through the engine. It does seem to be an optimization thing of overlapping positions. Because when something is static, there may be a bit of a calculation on the engine that tries to approximate the location, and then it finds that there are two things at the same place, and then it just goes berserk. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that's the case, but it would be interesting to understand if the engine could be worked to improve that. In any case, it is a bit of a wish that would be fixed in some way, or there would be a solution for that. That is not just make your things with less detail, because that's not what people want. People want more detail now, more and more. I know it gets a little bit annoying, but that's how it works. And that was Noelle's wish. A fix for the vertex jittering on objects. It's a bit of a technical thing. But no, not so technical. I do have a rant on our serious... It's a small rant because we already spoke about this. But... and I'm going to take advantage of that big brick wall and the whole feel of stand-up comedy of our seriously opening. What is the deal with all of these metaverses? I've shown you a video recently, haven't I, of a metaverse created by some NFT bros, because that's what the internet likes to call them nowadays. The whole thing, it's all NFT based and all of that. And it just looked
sad.
It looked sad. The comments, first of all, it was supposed to be a rave. Nobody was dancing.
I don't think they could. I don't think they had the animation.
Yeah, I don't think they had it. No, I don't think they did. And not only that, the sound of that rave was terrible. so sound was really low quality, and it just looked, as a lot of people were pointing out, congratulations, you just made Second Life back in 2006, or even less.
Yeah, it was sad.
Or you've made PlayStation Network.
And they all had duck walk. Did you notice they had
Yeah,
duck walk?
yes, they did. It was terrible.
I was like, oh, good job there, good job.
And that's one of the things that I noticed, even on the ads that they made for the Metaverse. So for Meta's Metaverse, or Facebook's Metaverse. Let's call them what they are, Facebook. They want to be called Meta, but they're Facebook. They have to face what all of the crap that they have done so far.
Yeah, I mean, they're their own worst bugaboo.
And even the ads for Facebook's Metaverse, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look. It looks like those PlayStation Network thing that existed or something like that.
It looks like the me of yesteryear, AOL's me.
Yeah.
Hi, Weenie. Nice to see you in Metaverse. Like, yeah, Weenie of 2014?
And I know. I mean, we can't say that we have a perfect thing here. There's a lot of work that's been put in a lot of things, and there's more work coming up now with more advances on the whole thing of speaking, so facial movement, and improvements on bodies and everything. Mesh bodies have gone really, really very advanced. There's the whole thing with BOM, which we've had rants and rants over it as well, because, I mean, BOM was created to simplify. And some of these brands decided that simplifying is not what they want. I'm looking at you, Lelutka. I do use your heads and everything, but that is not a cool move to just go. We're gonna put our skins upside down so you can't use your bomb skins.
What makes me laugh is the resting how us ladies are kind of caught within a rock and a hard place, because we're not supposed to smile. Apparently, we have to have resting bee face on the regular. I'm like, in real life, I don't have resting bee. Why do I have to bring it in here? I'm feisty enough verbally. People can handle me like that. It's all good. But can I just have a warm smile so that at least people know that I'm not evil?
Exactly. But it's surprising. There's so many. I mean, it's Facebook. It's all of these crypto bros trying to make their own thing because they want to be able to mine
they want
cryptocurrency.
To be first to market, and they don't realize that first to market happened like decades ago, like actually about 18 years ago, and if they had been paying attention back then. Which some of them may not have even been born yet, so Lord knows.
And none of them are learning from the mistakes that have been made with Second Life as well. That's the thing. None of them. There's not a single one of them that are learning from any of that. So I'm looking. I'm certainly in some way looking forward to see how all of these things just crash and burn.
I mean, you know what?
Go away, dragon.
Have to spend their money. They're gonna have to spend their money somehow. So I think it's okay. I think they will survive. They'll find some other gimmick to make their money off of.
Yes.
But, or spend their money. I mean, isn't that the whole point of the economy in the first place?
Yeah, it is. But it's really fun. This whole thing of Facebook. We're gonna do a metaverse. Okay, you do realize your users are mostly the boomers. They don't use VR headsets. What are you talking about?
Well, you know what the funniest part is, and it's the same thing here though. If you notice, there's a huge boomer population in SL.
There is, but it's still a lot of millennials, really. And Gen, and not only that, it's a lot of Gen.
We get a combination of Gen X, Gen Z, Gen.
There's a lot
Gen
of
everything.
Gen Y. There is a lot of Gen Y around here, I think. It's probably the biggest chunk is probably still Gen Y. So the ones right after the boomers, which is the people we keep talking about the forgotten generation being the ones born in 1900. Nowadays, I think the forgotten generation is exactly Gen Y. Nobody
Yeah,
talks
I
about
agree.
them. Nobody remembers anything. Whenever
But they
somebody
sure
wants
want
to
our
complain,
money.
they either complain about the boomers if they're millennials or the millennials if they are boomers. But the Gen Y, nobody cares about them.
The in-betweeners.
Just the punks. The punk generation, nobody cares. You just live your life. And it's fun. It's fun watching that. He really is loving us today.
Oh yeah, so much affection for Dragon.
But yes, that is what I wanted. It's baffling. All of this big run for the metaverse that I just feel like it's going to go nowhere. But we'll see.
I mean, that's the funny part about it. There's always a lot of talk. Technology works fast. Now, if you can get it to a place where it's palatable to look at, who knows? But so far, what I've seen, like I said, the duck walks are a little sad. You know, NFT bros can try all they want, but and the sad part is they actually think that that's cool, but when they actually look at what they've had and what is, and if they do an actual honest apples to apples comparison, they're gonna be wondering well, what did we spend our money on?
Yeah, yeah, it is going to be kind of like that. Well, I'm waiting for the moment when my boss asks me about how can we include the metaverse into our platform. As he has asked me before, how can we include crypto? And I immediately told him we can't. We're not going to do that. Don't even ask me.
It's not safe to do crypto
And the same thing when he during a work lunch, he was like, okay, what do you think about NFTs? I try not to, but when I do, they piss me off. That's what it does. Why?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
There's one reason why it was made. There's one use for it, and it's not a legal business. That's what I have to say about it. But it's great for other kinds.
Not only that, but I mean, I'm not that progressive, but I'm progressive enough to know how much resources it burns. And NFTs they're an embarrassment as far as, you know, sustainability. They're just embarrassing. They
And it's
waste a lot of
Yeah,
resources
and it's
for
not only
no
the waste
reason.
of resources, it's the blatant um, stealing of art and everything, and that is then created into NFTs when it's not theirs, it's stolen, and
Yeah,
all of those things that happen like that. And for a
yeah.
thing that I mean, oh yeah, I own this. Oh yeah, you own that? Okay, I made 15 copies of that. I'm even going to stamp it on a T-shirt. Now what do you do? What are you going to do? There's nothing here proving that you own this. You
But
want
those
a
are the
link
same
to
person who
it.
will fight. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
you.
the same ones who are going to file a DMCA, even though you have the existing copyright
Yeah.
in reality.
No, there was someone who bought an entire book. Can't remember which book it was. But it was a big one of those big famous books. Let's say it was, for example, Moby Dick. They
Hmm.
bought a Moby Dick actual copy, so physical copy, as an NFT, and then tried to file at the MCA to everyone printing copies of Moby Dick. That's not how it works, dude. You bought a book. That's what you did. The fact that you
Yeah.
spend thousands of dollars buying a book doesn't mean that that is yours. That is only yours. So no,
And
it's
it just makes
ridiculous.
things more confusing because, as it is, we already have a structure for copyrights that, um, especially for its like copyrighted material, like something like Moby Dick. Apparently, after 100 years, it becomes free free to use or whatnot, but you can't re-engage that copyright like this guy obviously tried to do and act as if you're republishing. You're not. You can't. That's not how it works.
Yeah, it's not yours. It's a book. You just bought a book. Literally. That's the thing. People are gonna get scammed like that a lot, and even for the NFTs online, as has been pointed out multiple times, it gives you an indicator of where the link to your thing is. Links can very well be broken very easily. So yeah.
No joke.
And it's gone. It's no longer there. So where's the proof of anything? Yeah. You don't own anything at that point. I mean, people who buy art and then donate it or lend it to museums, at least they have complete proof that they own that thing.
Yeah, because they have authentication documentation.
Exactly.
They actually have a physical entity. But when you don't have a physical entity and stuff, it's a different animal altogether.
That's what happens when you decentralize things and try to do them by yourself. It's the same thing with crypto. The whole because decentralized currency is the future. The Weimar Republic in the 1930s in Germany would like to speak to you and talk to you about what happens to decentralized currency. And the entirety of the stock exchange in 1929 would like to have a talk with you as well. That's just how it feels, and all of these things. That's what they're going for. The metaverse and all of that. They're all trying to go NFTs and crypto and all of that's just going to be crap. It's going to go down because at one point, what's going to happen is all these big companies are going to notice that decentralized is not good. They're going to be asking for laws to control it. And then what's the purpose of it again? You're just creating currency that is controlled again. And that's a loop. Anyway, we have a couple of locations as well that we went to. And so I'm going to showcase you our GridTrip. How about that? So we stop ranting about this.
Escapade's Adventures. This PG-rated sim that contains many, many fantastic surprises. Escapade's Adventures is an adventure spot that will take you on multiple experiences, bringing out your inner child. From looking for treasure, exploring caves, finding armor, and even dragon eggs. Check out, for example, the ghost of One-Eyed Willy. Enjoy the magical island. Roleplay in the makeshift village. Delve deep into One-Eyed Willy's island dark caves. Explore deep inside where you'll fight goblins and other monsters and discover the dastardly pirate's hidden treasure. Never a dull moment for sure. Retroville. We know how much you've all enjoyed playing Nintendo's Animal Crossing. Well, now you can experience Animal Crossing in Second Life. Visit Retroville and relive your best experiences role-playing your own Animal Crossing character. Rent your own house and be part of the community. Visit the many, many shops. And go enjoy what Second Life has to offer. This is a very welcoming PG community.
Okay. And now that that showcase, at least of Retroville, has demonetized us completely with the lovely with the lovely tune. Actually, I really love that place. I spent about an hour today there and I got completely lost. But I should have been doing some work. I was just playing Animal Crossing, basically. It's a real fun place. I really suggest anyone who wants to go there because it's fully playable and it's very entertaining. Same thing for
Retroville?
no, not Retroville. The other one, Escapades Adventures. It's also very fun. Escapades Adventures. Also very fun. You have a whole pirate thing. It's kind of Goonies themed. It's kind of a Goonies adventure themed. So it's also a lot of fun to go there, and do your things. Nice places. And finally, so before we wrap up, we have, as usual, our artists, our SLArt. We finally have artists back. And who do we have this time? Well, who we have is Hope. Hope gave us 6 pictures of her choice that are really, really adorable. She is a great artist doing fantastic art on Flickr, so we're going to leave you the link down below. And please tell me I have this going automatic. Maybe I don't. They should be moving automatically already. Let's just give it a second. Does it move? Does it not move? Our slides apparently do not want to be moving very much. So let's just give it a bit of a
kick.
a kick. So as you can see, Hope has really fantastic pictures. She picked some of her favorite, very in theme, depending on when it is, autumn or winter. But they're very colorful, very catching. Really amazing art, and we love to display it and showcase it to all of you, so you can go and have a visit. Look at that cute puppy. That is Hope, or Autumn Time, on Flickr, so don't forget to go and visit. And that will be our show for this bi-week. Now, don't forget to pop over to Adventures in Second Life to go and have a look at our marvelous Katheryn doing her thing later today. I have been Zach, and we have a couple of announcements running before the end credits. Thank you for being here, Katheryn, again. Great having you as always. And I hope to see you next time as well. And to all of you, have a great time. Don't forget to go and explore.
Focus Magazine Sea Brook Scenic Sim Photo Contest. 100,000 lindens. 100,000 lindens. Many categories. Muchas categorías. Fotos taken, tomadas after después, November 30th, 2021. Include your photo on Flickr. For more information, para más información, http.artfocus.com.